Man beat man is back.
Oh, okay, boys, done it again. Oh my gosh, the ring got messed up. This is a 5 out of freaking 5.
It is beat making time.
Next week is E3 week. My album comes out next week.
I have delivered. Talk to us, true, talk to but oh, look at that, my God.
This is your boy. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy, That's the True Inferno. And we are getting close to the end of the month, meaning we are getting close to the end of the year. So this is the point in time where I like to kick back and look back at this previous year. And normally I would do movies, well, music first, then movies, then video games. But music, I explained this last week, there wasn't really much for me music-wise. And for as movies, normally that would be next. But there's one more movie. Actually, there's two more movies that I need to watch. And one of them comes out this Friday. And the other one's already out. I just haven't seen it yet. So I need to watch those two movies before I can really work on that list. So all that's left is video games. So I'm going to give you guys my top 10 video games of 2017. So with that said, let's get things going with number 10, Persona 5. Now, Persona 5 came out on the PS4 and, shockingly enough, the PS3. So that's kind of weird, but whatever. So Persona 5 came out on April the 4th, obviously, this year. And I heard it was good, and I heard the music was spectacular. Now, I heard it was like really, really good, to the point where I downloaded the soundtrack. I have not heard it yet. I've been meaning to, and I had it for like a few weeks now. So I'm going to, listen to that. But back to the game. So I have not played the game. Some of the games on this list I forgot to mention. I have not played, but I heard that they were really that good. So that's why I put it in the list, because it's better than every other game that I own or played or seen. So Persona 5 to me, the 10th best game of the year. Now let's move on to number 9, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. So this is basically a remake of the first 3 Crash Bandicoot games. So you're probably wondering, wait a minute, why is this on the list? It's just a remake. Well, because of how it was remade. It looks like a completely different game. That's how it looks. It looks it's not like, oh, they took the old graphics, the old game, and they enhanced it. No, it looks completely remade. And that's really dope. It's still the same adventures from the first 3, games. This joint came out June the 30th of this year, and it's on the PS4 only. And I got this when I played it a little bit, and it's really, really dope. I really like Crash Bandicoot 2, by the way. That's my all-time favorite Crash Bandicoot games. And I wouldn't necessarily go as far to say one of my all-time best games, but it's kind of close. It's kind of close. So, yeah, Crash Bandicoot, number 2 on this list. Number 8, Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, funny story about this game. I actually picked this game up when it first came out, but I never played it. And then I traded it. But I seen gameplay of it, and I know that it's amazing without question. This was on the PS4 only. It came out February the 28th of this year. And they got DLC of it. But again, I had it. I never played it. And maybe one of these days, I'm going to get it back and actually play and see how it is. So, but, obviously the gameplay looked amazing. The story is okay based on what I heard and seen. But for the most part, it's pretty good. It's pretty good based on what I've seen anyway. Number 7, Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, this joint came out on the PS4, Xbox One, and on PC. And this came out on the 27th of October. And this game I do have. I just haven't played it yet. So it's another one of the games that I picked up, but I haven't played it. But unlike Horizon Zero Dawn, I still got this game. As my finger just hit the mic. So, but based on what I've seen again, this one looks really amazing. I played some Assassin's Creed games in the past, and then they fell off over the last few years, but they took a year off, even though they came out with that movie. But they took a year off, and then they came out with this. And based on what I've seen, it's pretty good. It was a good move for them to take a year off. So I'm going to have to give this game a chance, see how it is. But based on what I've seen, I think it's pretty good. Number 6, Tekken 7. Now, Tekken 7 is an interesting one right here because out of all the fighting games that came out this year, I actually got this one and played it. I do got Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity. I haven't played it yet. No, that's not true. I did play it for a little bit, but I played Tekken 7 more. So out of all the fighting games that came out this year, this is the one I played the most. And this joint came out June the 2nd of this year for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. And the thing with Tekken 7 is this. The main storyline is good for the most part. But if you like try to play each character through their lane version of a storyline, it's weak. It really is weak. It's similar to Street Fighter 5's storyline where you pick a character and then you make them go through like what 2 or 3 battles and then that's it. It's kind of weak. It needs to be like the old school joint where you face up against like 10 opponents or something like that, and then that character gets their own ending. Like, you know, there's a story for that character. I'm not seeing much of that here with Tekken 7. So that's why it's really low on this list. I heard the online gameplay was terrible, but I don't play online, so that's not really much of a factor for me. And even though I got Tekken 7, I like it, but check out number 5 though. Number 5, Injustice 2. So yes, I do not have Injustice 2, meaning I did not play it, but yet I consider this to be a better game than Tekken 7. So this joint came out May the 16th of this year, and I think but Injustice 2 is the best fighting game of the year. This joint came out on the PS4, Xbox One, and on PC, and I seen the cut scenes as far as the main storyline goes from start to finish. I seen it on YouTube. The story for the most part is good, and then each character have their own story mode, so that was a bonus to me. That's the main reason why I picked Injustice over Tekken, because of that feature right there. And they got DLC, so they added more characters. They're gonna bring in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on here. Raiden and Sub-Zero are in this joint right here as well. So yeah, Injustice 2 is pretty dope. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna get it because it's not my cup of tea. I prefer Tekken 7 for as like playing fighting games over Injustice 2 rather. But I really like this. Number 4, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. Wow, what a title. So y'all know how I feel about the Kingdom Hearts games, but yet you're probably wondering, but wait a minute, why is this number 4? Why isn't this higher? Well, yeah, it's 2 games and a movie involved with this one. The thing is, out of the 2 games, one of them is Dream Drop Distance, aka 3Ds. So it's like you're playing a game that was already made. It's just that they made it available for the PS4. The other one was that 0.2 thing, which was brand new, which was the only reason why I got this game, by the way. And while the gameplay was good and the boss scenes was dope, there's 2 things wrong with it. The story was like, it doesn't really make any progress from the last Kingdom Hearts game, which was again Dream Drop Distance, towards Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, there was no story progression in my eyes. It's basically them telling us, hey, Aqua is in what is that joint? The darkness, and she's fighting the darkness. That's it. And the second thing is the secret boss fight on here is hard as heck. It's extremely hard as heck. It possibly might be the hardest secret boss fight in Kingdom Hearts history. It is that ridiculous. Like, I didn't even do it, but I seen video of how hard it is. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just lost interest of doing this. I do not. It is just to get to that point is hard. So I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, I already beat the game. I ain't trying to do all the extra stuff. It's hard as heck, so I'm good. So yeah, there you go with that, man. So that's why this is number 4 on the list, rather, and not number 1. Now let's get on to my top 3. Number 3, Nier Automata. Nier Automata is really, really good. The storyline is like, are you serious to some degree? But for the most part, it's good, and the soundtrack is amazing. I have to say that Nier Automata got the best soundtrack of the year. Again, I have not heard Persona 5, so I can't necessarily say Nier got the best soundtrack this year, because again, I need to listen to Persona 5. But the soundtrack is very, very good. The gameplay is very, very good. And, I did a Let's Play on it. So, yeah, and this joint came out on the PS4 and on the PC. And again, I think I hit my mic by accident. And this joint came out on March 7th, on my mom's birthday. So that's kind of crazy as well. Now, spoiler alert, the top 2 games for 2017 in my eyes are Nintendo games, and both of them are on the Nintendo Switch. So y'all probably should know what these two games are, but the question is, which one gets the number one spot? So let's get on with number 2, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. So by me saying this as my number 2 best game of the year, you should know what number 1 is. All right, so The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. When this joint dropped, along with the Nintendo Switch, I wanted to get this game so bad. But I was like, no, I can't get it because the system may not work right. There's going to be some flaws, blah, blah, blah. And then I did get the Switch. And eventually I did get this game. I got this game actually recently, though. But I haven't played it yet. But I will play it this weekend. But based on what I have seen, and I've seen long gameplays of this prior to it being released, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for this game to drop. This game is that dope. And I heard the soundtrack was pretty good, too. And this game is not only on the Switch, but it's also on the Wii U. So I was thinking about getting it on the Wii U, but then I'm like, nah, I'm gonna get the Switch. And then I was like, nah, I'm gonna hold off for a few months before I actually get the Switch. And now I got it in this game. So yeah, that is dope right there. Now, before I give you guys the obvious number 1, let me give you guys some honorable mentions. Cuphead for the PC and Xbox One. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy for the PS4. And MLB The Show 17 for the PS4. The best sports game of the year. You hear that, NBA 2K? You hear that? Now then, let me reveal to you what you all should know already. And that's number 1. Super Mario Odyssey. Now, when I got my Nintendo Switch, I got the Super Mario Odyssey bundle. And let me tell you guys, though, this joint is dope as heck. Anytime I play this game, I can't stop. I cannot stop. So this joint came out October 27th of this year, along with that Super Mario Odyssey Switch version or whatever. Same day as Assassin's Creed, by the way, and Wolfenstein's too. This game is dope as heck. Like, anytime I play this game, I cannot stop, man. I find it hard to stop. And then I have to remind myself, oh, I got work to do. I got to do this. I got to do that. And then I'll force myself to stop playing the game. But this game is dope. I haven't beat it yet. But based on what I've seen, some of these boss fights are indeed fun, man. And this is the best Mario game to come out in a long time since Super Mario 64, in my opinion. I never played Galaxy, nor Galaxy 2, obviously. But I heard Galaxy was really good. And I heard Galaxy 2 was good as well, but not as good as Galaxy 1. But yeah, Super Mario Odyssey is really great, though. And in my mind, it is the best game to come out this year. So, that's my 10 top games of this year, man. And with all that out the way, y'all know who this is. This is your boy, the new Jake Ashby, a.k.a. the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all. And I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.